literally. In a land of likes, leggings, and lattes comes a podcast hosted by two basic beings, Becca and Maddie. This is the Basic Bee Podcast.
Well. Welcome back.
Does anything sound different to you bees?
It sounds different to me.
Yeah.
It sounds really good.
It does.
And I think it will help improve our sound quality.
Is it too loud?
No, I think it's working good. Is it too loud for you?
No.
Okay, good.
All right.
I feel like you're far away, though. I don't know why.
It's very, disorienting.
I know. We're used to, leaning, having to talk in the one microphone.
Yeah.
But this is really nice.
I know. And it's really nice because we're hearing what it's going to sound like as it's happening.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope that if we have any faithful listeners, they'll be able to compare the previous audio to this and really notice a difference.
Yeah, it was time.
And it wasn't cheap.
No, it was not a cheap difference, so you better be noticing it.
Yeah, make sure to put that in the comments because this took a pretty penny.
Yes, it did.
And we are really investing here.
Yeah, we're investing.
But
we're having fun. Things are just going to keep getting better. And you don't have to, worry about me hitting the table and shaking the microphone anymore.
Right. And if I have to cough or sniff, I can just take the microphone away.
Yeah, that part will be really nice.
But anyway, I'm just really excited.
I am too.
It's been a long time coming, and I feel like we're a real podcast.
I know. We're officially official now, I feel like.
Yeah, and we have matching headphones.
I know. We're so cute.
But we can't wear a messy bun.
No, you can't wear a messy bun, but yeah, this will work.
And we won't even know when Becca's husband gets home.
Yeah, or when the dog is barking at a squirrel.
Or if there's an intruder.
Yeah, that part might be scary.
Or a house fire. But that's okay. The bees come first.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, well.
I have, I'm so excited. It's, by the time this comes out, it'll be the first day of fall.
It will?
Yeah.
When is that?
September 20th.
Okay, I have some information about that, but I'll save that.
Okay.
But, wait, September 20th.
I think so.
Yeah, today's the 13th.
Yeah. So
sorry if that spoils it. We don't actually record this the day it's released.
No.
It takes a lot of hours of work.
Yeah, sometimes we're releasing them 7 days ahead like we're doing now. We've done a Thursday to Monday turnaround. That's as close as we've cut it, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, usually we try to do 2 to 3 weeks out in case one of us have a family emergency or just something going on.
Right.
One of us is out of town. So we try to keep it 2 to 3 weeks ahead, and we're a little behind.
Yeah, we're real behind, but that's okay. I think that we have some new motivation, new equipment. We have some stuff on the schedule. Halloween is coming up. I think we're going to have a lot of fun with that.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited for Halloween.
Oh, my gosh. I can't wait. To show mostly Becca because, our followers aren't really, I don't know if they're there.
I know. We need more support on the Instagram and
we can't
YouTube.
get past that 200 mark.
No, I don't know how to get us past it either. So
I don't know.
I think it's time we do another
giveaway.
Well, not a giveaway per se, because
that was expensive.
It was expensive, and then a lot of people would unfollow, and it was so hard to keep track of who actually did it right.
Yeah, it was a lot harder and not as much payoff as I had hoped for.
Yeah.
But oh well.
It's fine.
Everything's a learning experience.
We still gained 100 followers from it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Yeah, but like we said, it's for fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I still want a milli.
I mean, maybe our Halloween costumes can get us there. You never know.
Well, I have some good ones planned.
Okay. Well, it's all on your shoulders then. If we don't get 1 million followers, it's your fault.
Well, I know one of your costumes is going to be a big hit.
Yeah, I think so.
Anyway, I'm sorry if I'm breathing really heavy.
We're just not used to this.
No, and I ran up the stairs.
Yeah, that probably wasn't best, but you had to go get you a tissue just to be safe.
I have P&D.
What is P&D?
Post-nasal drip.
Oh, that's nice. I didn't.
I had surgery on my nose, and ever since then it hasn't been the same.
Oh my gosh.
But it wasn't a nose job. It was because I had chronic nosebleeds, and then I stuck a pencil up my nostril and it bled really bad, and so I went to the ENT and she cauterized it with silver, and then I had a little silver booger at my 8th grade graduation because it burned my nose. And then it finally fell off, and then they cauterized it again with like actual surgery in both nostrils. And then I had to go to Ecuador, and on the plane ride to Ecuador, I woke up in the middle of the night with no help. Everyone was asleep. There were no flight attendants, and my nose was pouring blood in the middle of the aisle. And so then I ran to the bathroom, and then I was dealing with like bloody nose in Ecuador.
Oh my gosh. What a story. Why did you stick a pencil up your nose though?
I was in history class and my friend made me laugh, and I had the pencil with the point side up, and I don't know, something happened where the pencil went up my nose. I can't really explain it.
Only you would stick a pencil up your nose on accident from laughing.
It's definitely a character trait at this point.
Yeah. I like it. That's something new I didn't know about you.
Well, we're learning about each other a lot.
Still, I thought I knew most about you. But should we get to our obsessions?
I think so. I think I'm boring everyone.
I mean, is your obsession nosebleeds and silver burgers? I don't know.
Burgers?
Boogers. I can't say it sometimes.
I loved that silver booger. I actually kept it.
I bet you did. Is it on display in a glass case somewhere in here?
Yeah, my mommy ate it.
Ew. Anyway.
Right. I like hearing myself talk in this thing.
I know, it's different. So do you want to go first?
Yes. Okay. So I have two.
Okay.
My first is another YouTube channel. Did you ever watch Even Stevens?
Yeah.
You know the bigger sister, I think her name was Ren.
Did she have brown hair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So her real name is Christy Carlson Romano, I think. And she's been posting a lot on YouTube. And I don't know. I just have been really enjoying her videos. They're very casual. It's usually her walking and telling a story, but she left Hollywood. And she tells like why she has no Hollywood friends. She tells like why she has no Hollywood money anymore. Like what working with Shia LaBeouf was like. And she just is really honest. And I don't know, I just really like it.
Does she have nice things or bad things to say about Shia LaBeouf?
They were kind of neutral. Okay. They weren't really friends. And she took her job really seriously because she was a trained theater kid. Mm-hmm. And Shia was like, you know, just a natural born entertainer, kind of all over the place. And he was kind of forced into it by his dad.
Gotcha.
As well, I think. But it's just interesting to see it from my adult perspective. Like, wow, that was all going on behind the scenes. And I don't know. I just have really been enjoying her YouTube channel. It's like a nice breath of fresh air because she left Hollywood to go to college and she has a husband and she moved to Texas.
Wow.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's been my recent obsession, number one.
Okay, awesome. Well, I have two as well. My first one is preteen movies, like my preteen movie years. It's all coming back. A Cinderella Story with Hilary Duff was just released on Netflix. and
I'm gonna make Adam watch that.
You have to. I'm like, it is so good. There are parts of it where I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I loved this movie. But I'm like, it's just so good.
Well, I'm gonna watch that now.
Yeah, and then I watched She's the Man.
Oh.
I love that one.
What's that on?
It's on Hulu.
Oh.
But
I need access to your Hulu.
I have to tell you, I have the DVD. Do you know why?
Because of the behind the scenes?
No, because Dawn, your mother, gave it to me.
Oh, yeah. We used to sell bootleg DVDs. FBI, ignore that.
Right?
I actually found one in our couch cushion the other day.
Did you really?
And it had like, Chinese on the back or something.
Yeah.
I think it was a Napoleon Dynamite like cover thing.
Yeah, it's funny because I remember Dawn would be like, go through the movie shelf and anything you want you can have. So I picked out She's the Man, Shark Tale, and there was one more. I forgot what the other one was.
have you watched your DVD lately? Because it probably looks kind of weird.
No, I haven't watched it in a while.
Well, I noticed that because, well, she's probably going to be pissed that I'm saying this. But I think because they were like sketchy, some of them were weird. Like the black bars looked weird on the frame.
Yeah, well, I think this one's fine.
Oh.
I haven't popped the DVD in a couple years. But yeah, I was watching it on Hulu and it's so good. I forgot about do you like cheese? My favorite's Gouda.
She's an amazing actress.
I know.
She was so funny, just naturally. Mm-hmm. She's a person with true star power, but the drugs got to her.
Yep.
And you can listen to more about Amanda Bynes on our episode.
Yeah, that was a good one. Mm-hmm. So, and then what's your second obsession?
It's more of a mini story. Mm-hmm. So, on HGTV, there's this show called Good Bones. Mm-hmm. Have you heard of that?
Yes, I have, because they used to play it where I worked, and it's in Fountain Square, right?
Yeah, so it's a mother-daughter team, and they basically flip houses in downtown Indianapolis. Well, it's an outskirt. It's called Bates Hendricks, which is like basically where I work. Mm-hmm. So the daughter, her name is Mina, she comes into my coffee shop a lot. And the mom like never comes in. The mom's name is Karen, of course.
Yeah.
But Mina comes in, and I was kind of starstruck at first because I used to watch Good Bones on HGTV.
Yeah.
I loved it. I watched it with my mom. And Mina, I was making her, I don't know, oat milk latte or whatever. I can't remember what she orders. But she was like, I love your Adidas get up. And I had an Adidas shirt on with my Adidas leggings. And I was like, well, thanks. I actually got my top from Goodwill and my bottoms from Costco. And she said, I was just at Costco yesterday. And I said, well, my mom just added me to the membership, so I get to go there now for free. She said, oh, wow. The end.
Oh, my goodness. You made it in.
Yeah, so
you started it.
She's our next guest on the podcast.
I mean, probably not.
We're best friends.
I mean, that's what I gathered from that conversation, is that you guys are best friends now.
Yeah, I put a little sprinkle in her latte.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
A little sprinkle in her latte and a little sprinkle in her life.
Yep. Of magic.
There you go.
Maddie magic.
Maddie magic. I love it.
Sorry, that was such a horrible story.
So your obsession now is your new best friend.
Yeah. We're going to take Instagram pictures together.
Okay. That's not in your Adidas get up.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
From Goodwill.
From Goodwill.
And Costco.
She's going to probably be wearing something a little nicer.
Yeah. But she's really sweet.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Well, that's awesome.
Do you have any others?
Yes.
Yes.
I have, and mine's kind of a story too that I'd like to share that you haven't heard yet. So my other obsession, Maddie's not going to like it.
Oh no.
Is the Jonas Brothers.
Oh yes. You have to talk about it, I guess.
Yes. I went to go see them in concert last Thursday. It was amazing. Nick serenaded me out of all the crowd. He said he loved me.
You don't look much like his wife.
Maybe he likes a mix of girls. I'm not trying to be the wifey. I'm just the mistress.
You're just the side chick.
Exactly.
All right.
Yeah, husbands and wives fight, but I could be at a level where him and I wouldn't fight, so that's fine.
Okay.
He just can serenade me, and I will make him really good food, and that's going to be our relationship.
You can make him your mushroom chicken crunch. What is that?
I don't make anything like that.
Yes, you do.
I don't like mushrooms.
No, it has cream of chicken and onions on it.
Are you talking about the stuffing chicken? It's called Fireman's chicken.
That.
And it has no onions. It's just stuffing. No, it doesn't. It has onion powder.
It has crunchy onions on it.
No, it doesn't. It's stuffing.
Okay. This is so boring.
I know. I'm sorry, guys. Anyway.
Sorry. What was your favorite performance?
So I always love it so 2 years ago I saw them in concert as well for my birthday, and Cake by the Ocean was like my favorite performance. It once again was up there, but they did When You Look Me in the Eyes, which was really good.
I bet that was good, actually.
I know. And then
that was their best song, in my opinion.
I love it. It's just a classic. And then I really liked, I'm trying to remember what all they played. I really liked Burnin' Up, of course.
Right.
They did that one. And then they did Hold On, SOS, like all of their OG songs. And then they did some of their new ones, like they did What a Man Gotta Do.
I don't know what that is.
It's a good one. And I really liked that performance. But they were like, actually, like they choreographed part of it where they were kind of in sync, and it looked really good. But so they're like, I have a renewed spark for their music, so I've been listening to it. I'm disappointed that Wedding Bells, the song he wrote about Miley Cyrus, never has come out. Have you ever heard it?
No.
It's really good.
Did they talk about Miley at all?
No.
Oh.
They did not.
Demi?
No.
Oh.
But the song Wedding Bells is about Miley Cyrus, so you might like it. And then Before the Storm featuring Miley Cyrus.
I don't know these.
Yeah, well,
if you are a Jonas Brothers fan,
you'll know what I'm talking about.
You can vote in our poll on Instagram.
Yeah, I'll do a poll about it. I gotta fix these headphones. One moment.
Okay.
I wanted to talk about how I got to the concert.
Okay.
So Saturday before Labor Day, I get an email stating that I now have to either be vaccinated or I have to provide proof that I am negative. This would not be a problem. However, like I could not get a rapid test anywhere. And your test had to be 48 to 72 hours prior to the event. That would be the 48-hour mark would have been on Tuesday. They had no appointments for a week to get rapid tested for free. So they had a rapid test for $150. Couldn't do it. And I was like upset. So I was looking on it and I was trying to refund my money. I wasn't going to go.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, there's no way that I can go to this thing now. Well, they had a test you could get there, but it was $40 a person.
What?
Yes.
Why did they have tests there?
I don't know. It's a 10-minute test, but that was our only option. So my Jonas Brothers tickets were $40, and we paid $80 to get tested. So we paid more to get tested to go to the concert than to actually be there.
Well, $80 together.
Yes.
That's insane.
But $40 together for the tickets too is $20 a person.
That's so cheap.
I know. They had a special sale like one day.
Okay, so this is you coming out as anti-vax.
No, it's not necessarily that. I'm waiting a little bit till the FDA approves more.
Right.
They've approved Pfizer.
Right.
But all these vaccines are not that new.
Right.
So I'd prefer to wait a little bit and to see what the results actually are of people getting vaccinated.
Well, I just didn't want you to get canceled.
I know. Well, thank you.
But I think...
What if everyone turns into zombies and we don't know about it?
Yeah.
Because it hasn't been around that long. And in like 3 years, everyone's like a zombie.
Well, if you go to Walmart, everyone already is a zombie.
That's true. So anyway, I get to the concert at like 5:30.
That's early.
Yeah. So they don't come on till like 9. But I think the first, it said like 6 was when it started. The first opener was at 7.
Who's the opener?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know the guy.
Okay.
So anyway, we wait an hour to get up there, only to be sent to, the worker told us the wrong place to go. So we waited an hour in line for nothing just to get put into a different line to get tested.
Oh my gosh.
And so we waited like probably another combined total of another hour. We didn't get to our seats till 7:30.
Was the testing line long?
Yeah. Yeah, and then
That's interesting.
We had to wear wristbands if you weren't vaccinated. Yeah, we had to wear a wristband.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
It's like turning into, that's a bad comparison, but the Holocaust.
Yeah, so what we did, well, as soon as we got in, you just needed the wristband to get in. So as soon as we got in, we took it off.
I wonder if they turned any turned away any positive people.
I bet they did. I didn't see it, but yeah. So we got tested, we got in, and then it was just a disappointment from there because it's like people have forgotten how to run concerts. We stood in line for some chicken nuggets because I was hangry by this point.
You need the nuggets.
And it's like they couldn't make enough food for everybody. And we waited like 20 minutes for food. And then when I got up there, I was like, how long is it going to be for the chicken nuggets? And she's like, a while. And I'm like, what do you have ready? And she's like, pretzels and nachos. And I'm like, I'll take that. And
you'll take the nachos.
Yep. So
what about pretzels?
Yeah, I got the nachos, and then Brandon got the pretzel.
Oh, Brandon went.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you forced him to go to a Jonas Brothers concert.
Well, so he took me for my birthday. He bought me the really, really nice tickets on their comeback tour. So, he took me to that one, and then I guess I just assumed he wanted to go again.
Oh,
that was not the case. It was kind of a thing.
He fell in love.
No, he was not very happy that I bought 2 tickets.
Oh, he's like, I have to see Kevin again.
Yeah, so, but it's fine because my friend, her husband, that was like their first concert together. So he enjoys going. So we hung out with them, and so he had another guy that was a mechanic to talk to. So he was fine. But yeah, so all in all, it was crazy. The tour shirts were $50. Yeah. And
did you get one?
Yeah.
That's good.
I regret the one I got though.
You can pass it on to your children.
It was $70, the one I chose. Yeah, I paid $70.
You're splurging.
I told my mom, I was like, I got the wrong one because I have all of their tour ones with their dates on the back and stuff. This one doesn't have the dates on it. So now I have like,
those are going to sell for big money one day.
I know. So I need to Google and see if I can get the actual concert with their dates on it. But yeah, so that was just like my mini story of the craziness that was the concert. Thomas Rhett, I'm going to see in 2 weeks. So I'm going to plan our rapid test. Brandon's going to go with me to that one. He's more willing for him. But yeah, it was really, really good. We had a good time. This one girl, I forgot her name, it's leaving me, was the other opener, and she was good. She was the one that sings Dibs, you know? I'm calling dibs on your lips, and then there's a hole in the bottle.
Dibs on your lips. That one?
On your heart.
I kind of remember like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so she sings that one. So she was the other opener, and she was good.
My friend actually invited me to the Jonas Brothers concert, and I had to decline.
You had to decline?
I can't do that in good conscience.
I think
you need conscience
to give maybe it could be Twilight for you.
Okay.
You could be missing out. I'll give you a list of songs. Just listen to 5 of them. That will take 15 minutes.
Okay.
Just give 5 of them a chance and see.
All right. Well, we need to move on from the Jonas Brothers. I'm getting depressed.
I sorry. So since it's the first day of fall, I'm gonna actually Google this so I don't sound like a complete moron if it's not.
Okay. Let's see.
You
want me to sing while we're waiting?
Yeah, sing
when
Dibs.
You look me in
there you go.
Eyes, and you tell me that you love me. Everything's all right. That's all I know.
Okay. Well, that was pretty good. So I'm wrong. It's the 22nd, but it's close enough.
Well,
it's fine.
I have a little fact about that. So the autumnal equinox occurs on different dates each year.
Okay.
But usually it falls on the 22nd or the 23rd. But in 1931, the equinox fell on the 24th because the Gregorian calendar doesn't always match up with the position of the Earth in its orbit around the sun. The fall equinox won't happen again on September 24th until 2303.
Wow, that is pretty interesting.
Yeah, so we won't be alive by then.
No.
But
unless we're zombies
from the vax. Well, we won't. You won't be.
I won't be. Not well, you know,
I'm not disclosing whether I'm vaccinated or not.
That's smart. But yeah, I said give it a little bit of time and then I will take the vaccine.
Right.
It will be a minute. So how do you want to start? I have facts on why girls love fall.
So we didn't say this episode is about fall.
Yes, fall themed.
We left it kind of open. So Becca has some stuff she wants to say. I have some stuff ready, and we can kind of go back and forth if you want.
Yeah, and I think it's very important to point out, if you're watching on YouTube, we do have our cheetah print pumpkin out. Yeah. It's very basic and it's very cute.
And it's sitting next to our pink telephone.
Yes, it's a good look.
Yeah, I sadly discovered another podcast on Instagram who bought the same exact phone we did.
We had it first, though. Didn't we?
I think so, but they have way more followers.
But we had it first. We can prove it.
All right. Just whatever you do not follow Call Your Girls podcast.
Yeah, for real.
Just kidding. Betrayal. Love you. Women supporting women.
Yes.
All right. Well, I can start us off with a fun fact.
Yes, let's do that.
All right. It's a sad one.
Oh.
Weight gain around the fall may not just be from all the food. Researchers have found that a lack of vitamin D reduces fat breakdown and triggers fat storage. So the lack of sunlight has more to do with the extra gain than all the pumpkin spice lattes.
Interesting. I guess that's why, like, I've been to Florida and people there are a lot skinnier in Florida than they are here.
No. Really?
Yeah, I feel like it.
Well, Indiana is a pretty fat state.
That is true. Once again, go to the Walmart.
Zombies and fatzos. Hey, I love zombies and fatzos, so.
We don't discriminate here.
We stan.
We do stan.
Okay, your turn.
Okay, so I have this article, and it's comedic.
All right.
Okay.
Are you going to just read it?
No, I'm just going to list it, like kind of give you a summary, a gist.
Okay.
Why girls love the fall so much.
All right.
The air we breathe becomes magical is reason number 1.
I'm not looking forward to the rest of this.
I know. It's hilarious. So it says the weather is a welcome relief from the heat stroke inducing swelter of summer, while also being kind to us by not freezing our entire bodies upon stepping out the door and raining icicles down to crush us.
It's the perfect mix of not sweating, but no icicles.
This point I agree with. So number 2, our wardrobe is essentially effortless. We can wear yoga pants every single day if we want to, big layers and sweaters. I agree, but I feel like a fall outfit, to be like, have a cute fall outfit, is a lot harder than a summer outfit, because fall, like she said, requires layers.
Yeah.
And so I feel like a fall outfit, you have to have the boots, you have to have the jeans, you have to have the sweater / cardigan, you have to go have the shirt that goes under it, the cute little hat. I mean, it's a look.
The makeup.
Yes. When in summer, I could throw on my bathing suit, shorts over it. There's my cute summer outfits. I don't need shoes.
Yeah, I do get a lot more anxiety about picking outfits out in the winter or the fall, like both of them, than the summer and the spring.
Yes. So
that sucks. Also, you need like good sturdy shoes. And I don't know.
Yeah, and I've been to where it's cold. I love the fall, but I hate when I have a cute little fall outfit and it's hot.
Yeah, it's especially in Indiana, like right now, it's like been 90 degrees the last couple days.
Yeah.
And it's mid-September.
Yeah.
And then before we know it's going to be 0.
Yeah, there's not much of a fall in Indiana. Maybe that's why I'm so bitter.
Well, there used to be, but the last few years, it's just jumped from summer to winter.
Yeah.
So I'm praying for a difference. There have been some really nice days where you can feel the cool breeze.
Yeah, it's the best when it's like 60 degrees and sunny. Yeah. And the leaves are changing. Okay. Point number 3. The vibrant foliage does something to our hearts.
That is so vague.
I know.
Well, I have a fact about the vibrant foliage.
Okay, give it to us. Because, I mean, if anyone doesn't know what that is, it's the red, yellow, and orange trees.
And leaves.
Yes, the leaves on the tree. The trees themselves are not orange.
They are brown.
They are brown and their leaves are orange, yellow, and red.
Wow. Okay, so
We can cut that out.
we're not going to.
Okay.
The fall colors are caused by the amount of sugar in leaves. The more red in the leaf, the more sugar that leaf is storing. That is why maple trees are so vibrant.
Mm-hmm.
But evergreens don't change because their leaves have a thick wax covering that protects the chlorophyll in the leaves.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Yep, so it's all about sugar.
Sounds about right.
That's why I'm so red.
Because you like the sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what point is this now? 5. Okay, the coziness returns. 6, the fireplace brings comfort to our soul.
Why is this all about magic and souls?
I don't know. I just think it's hilarious. The food and relationships are enriched during this season. And then I have to read the explanation for this. It's literally soup, period, chili, period, apple, period, pumpkin, period, cinnamon, period, spice, period.
Butternut squash.
I know. And enjoying all of these things with the people we love.
I feel like a psychopath wrote this.
I know. 8, our bundled up man is the cutest and the most comforting thing we have ever seen.
Excuse me. We don't know if it's a man.
Well, okay. In 2, my husband's never bundled up because I'm stealing his crap. Like, if I'm cold, I'm stealing that jacket.
He's
and he's going to be
naked.
cold. Pretty much. He just walks around naked.
He's still the cutest thing I've ever seen. I'm kidding. Okay, speaking of your husband, fall is for lovers.
Ooh.
More people go from single to in a relationship or engaged in fall than any other season. That may be because both men and women experience a higher level of testosterone in the colder months. We don't have a great answer as to why that is, but more babies are conceived in cold months than any other time of year.
Because there's nothing to do.
And it's cold.
I mean, I guess I agree with that. Me and my husband, we started...
You make more babies?
What?
I was talking about babies being made.
I was not.
Oh, okay.
I was just going to say we started dating in the fall.
Oh, Adam and I started dating in the summer.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
So there's no babies being made in the fall for you guys.
Definitely not.
So anyway, another point is the amount of time and effort it takes to keep our appearances flies south until spring. I do agree with this one because I feel like I can hide in my clothes. I don't have to work out as much.
Yeah, that is a nice thing because every day of summer I'm like, I need to get this under control.
Get skinny, yeah.
Skinny.
I know. One day, maybe. Next, this is one of my favorite points, the candle scents. And then she writes, no further explanation needed. And
you know about that.
I agree, 100%.
Becca has 500 candles in her closet.
That is true. And then last is just the fall activities we get to do. So
that's so vague.
I know.
I liked that. That was extremely scientific.
Yeah. Well, I have another scientific thing, but once again, it's a little wackadoodle.
Oh.
And I don't understand it, but it's all I could find when I Googled the scientific reasons women love fall.
Oh. Well,
Yeah.
I want to give a fun fact.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Ancient people wore Halloween costumes to hide from ghosts. The Celtic tradition believed that ghosts roamed the earth on Halloween. Wearing a disguise would help hide you from these spirits.
Wow. That's interesting.
So
I didn't know that's where that came from.
Yeah, we're going to be well hidden on the next few episodes.
I know. I'm so excited.
Just keep your eyes out.
Okay.
Not you. The bees.
I'm keeping my eyes out for Halloween costumes. And we all know that the animals are going to get dressed up too. I have to get them.
I don't have any animals.
You don't have Hobo?
Oh, yeah. Hobo's like my family dog.
Poor Hobo.
Hobo's just gonna be he's gonna be
A hobo.
Yeah.
Just gonna be a hobo. Poor
Mhm.
Hobo. So, they, okay. Once again, I apologize for how unscientific this is, but another reason women love fall is mood music.
Yes, Lana Del Rey.
They listed Ed Sheeran for their mood
Oh.
music.
White lips, pale face, breathing in red leaves.
Do you remember the song by Ed Sheeran, Don't? That used to be one of my favorites.
How's that one go?
Let me find it.
No, you sing it.
No, I don't know it. I just popped in my head.
I know. I used to be absolutely obsessed with Ed Sheeran. I like wanted to marry him.
Really?
Which is so weird because he's like a scary little elf.
A scary little elf.
But he's so talented.
He is very talented.
I would go to sleep to his album Plus. You can't play that.
I can't play it?
No.
Why?
We're gonna get copyrighted.
Oh, whatever.
I think it'll be
Ed
fine.
Sheeran's gonna listen to it. No, but do you know it now with that?
Yes.
Yeah, that song.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna go home and listen to it.
I actually am.
Probably.
Okay, so Ed Sheeran, Lana
Yes.
Del Rey, Sweater Weather.
Mm-hmm.
She knows what I think about. And what I think about. One love, two mouths.
I think Maddie just likes hearing herself in her new mics.
It's very satisfying.
Yes, it is.
I want to hear Becca sing now. Your favorite song?
I don't want to make our listeners' ears bleed.
You're a good singer.
You're cute.
And dancer.
Now I know you're lying because I can't dance. We can just do the hoedown.
I want to give another fun fact.
Give another fun fact.
You're
Come on.
stealing it.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. Fall tourism, aka leaf peeping, brings in big money for New England. The seasonal change brings around $3 billion to New England.
So leaf peeping is essentially what, fall activities?
No, it's just traveling to New England to see the beautiful
Oh.
foliage.
Wow.
So that tourism generates about $3 billion
Dang.
just for the leaves.
That's insane.
I never had heard of leaf peeping until today,
No, that's definitely a new concept.
but I'm a leaf peeper.
I mean, we can go to New England and be a part of that industry.
I'm peeping leaves here in Indiana.
We're peeping leaves on a budget.
Yep.
Do you have any more fun facts you want to share?
I'll give one more and then we can
Keep going.
give it back to you. Okay, children born in the fall are statistically better students and live longer. According to the UK Department of Education and the University of Chicago, fall is the best time to be born.
So you're going to live longer than me because you were born in the fall.
Yeah, I read another statistics saying people born in the fall are more likely to make it to 100.
Ooh, so yeah, you'll live longer than me.
I don't know if I want that. Actually, we'll probably even out because you're a little older than me.
But if you live longer than me, how would that work? I'll die at 90
And
then you'll be 100.
I don't know.
So you'll live 14 years without me, 13 years without me?
This is why I didn't go to college.
You went just for 6 months.
Yeah.
Of course, acceptable weight gain in sweaters is another reason women love fall.
Yeah, because that vitamin D.
Well, the vitamin D, and not to mention, you have so many excuses with the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have Halloween, you have Thanksgiving, Christmas is approaching at that point.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I think we can all agree that those are busy times, and they're all centered around food.
Yeah, that's true. I haven't really thought about that, but once you have a big meal like that, it's so hard to jump back into containing yourself.
Yeah, well, I know for me, like, on Halloween, my mom, she makes soup Halloween night every year. So that's kind of like
good soup.
Yeah, she makes good soup too. So we do soup at their house in October. Of course, there's the big Thanksgiving meal that you're eating on for like 2 to 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's the big Christmas meal. But like we have family come in town, for instance, this year, my dad's side of the family is coming in the first week of December. So, that will be centered around food for like 3 days.
Yeah.
And then I graduate a week before Christmas. And so my dad's taking us out to P.F. Chang's.
Oh, yes.
So, and you're coming, right?
Yes.
So, it's just like, there's like 3 weekends already in December that are food oriented. So
I'm just thinking, what am I going to get you for graduation?
you should get me,
and Christmas.
You should get me a puzzle or a book, because I can't do much of that at all with school right now.
Okay.
So then I can actually enjoy my life again.
Okay. Noted.
There you go. So yeah, what about you? Do you guys do like the traditional?
Yeah, I mean, Thanksgiving's probably my favorite holiday.
Mm-hmm.
Just because there are no gifts. It's just good food, fellowship, and being thankful.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's really important.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's usually with my whole family. Christmas is just a cluster F every year.
I agree.
Because my family's so messy. So that
Mhm.
kind of gives me anxiety. But other than that, nothing special. I have been to one Halloween party at Butler when I went to college for,
Mhm.
half a second. And a girl who was in my business class said she would take me to my first college party.
Mhm.
So we went to the door of this frat and they turned us away. And also I wasn't wearing a costume. I was wearing like a way too nice of an outfit. It looked like I was going to a business meeting or something. I don't know why. And
It was your first party. You didn't know.
I was so clueless. So the frat boys turned us away. They probably took one look at me and said no. And she goes, "You don't know who I am?" She was from New York.
Mm-hmm.
And she was she played lacrosse from Butler. She was cool. So she basically talked her way in, and it was the weirdest experience of my life. I didn't drink at all at that time. Like, I had never drank.
Mm-hmm.
And so I didn't drink that night. And like there was this dude in just a diaper. Like, he was dressed as a baby.
Was he Cupid or a baby?
He was a baby. And then there was this guy dressed up as a priest, and he was holding the Bible, just like walking around the party. It was really creepy. And then the friend who brought me got obscenely drunk and was puking in the bathroom for 20 minutes. And that's when I left.
Sounds like quite the party.
I didn't leave her. She had somebody to take care of her.
That's good.
But that was my big special Halloween event, and I'm hoping for better ones this year.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we're gonna do any Halloween party. My friend, she's having one, and it's like a onesie themed, so you have to wear a onesie there. And I'm like, that is me.
I love that.
I can do that. So I'll probably do that one and then make my famous apple cider. I almost said apple spider. But it is Halloween, so I could put some spiders up in there, some fakies.
Let's put some spider eggs in there, and then they can hatch in your stomach.
And that's why I never got invited to another party again.
Yep.
There you go.
Sorry, that was like a side story.
That is, but that's fine. This is a conversational episode.
I want to tell you some more facts.
I want to hear some more facts.
All right. Since ancient times, autumn has ranked as one of the most important times of year as daylight begins to fade and cold, dark days lie ahead. Because a good harvest is necessary for survival, many societies tried to ensure a good harvest by honoring various gods and goddesses. Some societies, such as the Aztecs in ancient Mexico, even made human sacrifices to please the gods when fall started.
Interesting.
So, it's a time for sacrifices.
What are you going to sacrifice?
Instagram?
Are you really, though?
No.
I didn't think so.
Okay. And then also, scientists believe males evolved to be sexually primed by food, which made autumn's harvest time an ideal time to find a mate and reproduce. In fact, studies show that a mix of pumpkin pie and donuts increased penile flow by 20%. A pumpkin pie lavender mix increased the penile blood flow by 40%.
Oh my gosh.
So
if you want to get you some,
throw you out the Viagra.
Just make some pumpkin pie
with lavender? Ew.
Are you sure like they mixed it? Like, did they do like pumpkin pie and then like
A
light like a lavender candle or bath bomb or something?
You can test that out.
I don't think so.
Okay. And then sorry, I have a few of these.
I'm enjoying these.
All right. So animals and plants respond to the light changes associated with autumn. For example, each autumn, the male Siberian hamster's testes swell up to 17 times bigger than normal to prepare for mating.
Wow. That is so weird.
Kind of want to get a Siberian hamster now.
Just measure him.
They only grew 16 times this autumn. Let's see. Okay, so most meteorologists define autumn as lasting through September, October, November in the northern hemisphere, but in the southern hemisphere, autumn lasts through March, April, and May.
Wow.
So it's different months.
Mm-hmm.
And then in New Zealand and Australia, autumn begins on March 1st and ends on May 31st.
Wow.
So we really have something special here.
Mm-hmm.
Because Australia will never know what leaf peeping is.
They will never know what leaf peeping is.
Mm-mm.
And what a Thanksgiving meal during the fall is like. That's just magic. I agree with.
Yeah, they don't have Thanksgiving.
No, they don't. I mean the homemade meal.
I think they make meals there.
Well, I mean like the big meal. Okay,
They're all health nuts.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm almost done. I swear.
You're fine.
Okay. So according to Greek legend, autumn begins when Persephone returns to Hades in the underworld.
Ooh.
Heartbroken, her mother, the goddess of grain and harvest, allows the crops on earth to die until her daughter returns in the spring.
I have heard of that.
You have?
Mm-hmm.
You know about Greek mythology?
Yeah, I know that. I remember that story as soon as you started saying it, that like I think Hades stole the daughter and then she had to go back because like everyone was gonna die or something.
What the heck?
Yeah, because the mom let everything die and the people were starving. So she had made a deal where she goes to be with her mother for half the year and she's with Hades for half the year.
Wow. Well, you're smarter than me.
I don't know where that information came from. It was buried somewhere.
Okay, well, this one might apply to you.
Okay.
Swedish researchers found that women lose more hair in the fall.
Okay.
Do you think that's true?
I feel like I shed equally all year round.
Really?
I don't know. I haven't really kept track.
Well,
but we'll see.
The reasoning is the pattern is thought to be a result of evolution. Women hold on to their hair during the summer to protect the scalp against the midday sun. Additionally, hair cells are the second fastest growing cell in the body after bone marrow and are sensitive to environmental disruptions such as seasonal changes.
Interesting.
So now that you won't get a sunburn, your hair's going to fall out.
Wow. I hope not.
Let's see. That one's a boring one. And then, sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
So, August 15th. So, the August 15th Catholic celebration. It's called Day of Assumption, which celebrates the day Mary was taken up to heaven. Replaced a much more ancient celebration of the beginning of autumn, known as the Feast of Our Lady Harvest. For centuries, celebrations were held on this day for various goddesses associated with grain and fruit. But church leaders believed the easiest way to handle this pagan holiday was to make it into a Christian one.
Interesting.
So they were fed up with the sinners.
Yeah, they were.
And then I'm just going to finish. I think this is my last one.
Mhm.
Okay. So while heart attacks and car accidents increase after the start of daylight savings time in the spring, the opposite is true of the end of it in the fall. Heart attacks and accidents decrease the Monday after daylight savings time ends.
Wow.
So you're safer in the fall.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Okay.
Eat all that butter.
Those were all my facts.
Okay. Well, that was good.
Thank you.
And how are we doing on time? Are we doing pretty good? Because
Yeah, we are at 52 minutes, so I think we're fine. If we can go another 20 minutes or whatever.
Okay. Sounds good. So, the last point I want to add on why women love fall, and I completely agree with this, is the girl in the article called it wolf season, but it's actually like when men grow beards during the fall.
Hot.
And I know. I
was kidding.
Oh, no, I love a beard. You don't like beards?
I mean, I don't know. Adam doesn't grow much of a beard.
Well, I love beards on guys.
Well, your husband has a beard, so.
Yes, yeah, he does. He does no shave November, don't shave December, just keep it January and forget it February. So,
and then make it hairy March.
I guess.
And then
it depends on when I'm like, okay, go ahead and shave it a little bit.
He just waits for your cue.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So the beard is coming back. I'm excited.
It never left.
No, it never really does leave.
I've never seen his face, actually.
He has definitely a baby face.
Well.
And yeah, I like him better with a beard, personally. So.
Okay. It works out for him.
Yeah, absolutely. So, since we're doing good on time, I think we should play a little game.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, so we're going to actually post this game on our Instagram stories.
Mm-hmm.
So then people could play with us, and I'm interested to see everyone's answers. So, I'm going to ask you a this or that question. Answer what it is, and if you feel so inclined, give an explanation.
Okay.
Okay, pumpkin patch or apple orchard?
Both.
No, that's not how the game works. You have to pick one.
Well, my apple orchard has a pumpkin patch.
Okay, you can only go to one side of the apple orchard.
I'd have to say apple orchard because I want an apple slush.
That's a good reason. I would pick apple orchard too because I feel like I can go to Kroger and get a pumpkin for cheap. I don't really need the pumpkin patch.
You're right,
experience.
and they're selling it for $20.
I know. So I'm like, just take me to the apple orchard where there's one apple orchard in Indiana. I forgot the name of it, but they do fried biscuits and they make a homemade apple butter. It is to die for.
We're going there.
Yes, we gotta do it.
Okay.
For sure. Okay. Uggs or sweater?
Uggs or sweater?
A pair of Ugg boots or a sweater?
So I get to have shoes or a shirt?
That's not what this game is about.
I guess I don't want my titties out, so Uggs.
No, which what?
I thought you were saying you can't wear a shirt if you choose Uggs.
No. It's just what is more comforting to you, Uggs or a sweater?
I think Uggs are out, so I want a sweater.
Okay. You're totally harping on my game.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'd pick a sweater too, but that's because I don't like Uggs.
All right.
Anyway, bonfire or cuddling indoors?
Probably cuddling.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't choose a bonfire?
Well, that sounds fun, but I like cuddling better.
Yeah. I feel the same way. I like bonfires, but then I have to wash my hair that night because...
No, it smells good. You leave it in for a week.
Ew, no. It does not smell good. And it gets everywhere.
No, and then you pick the ash out as it falls and then you can eat it.
Moving on. A haunted house or carving pumpkins?
Haunted house.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't like haunted houses. I get scared too easy.
We need to take you to one.
I cried at the Children's Museum haunted house.
That is ridiculous.
I am. Thank you.
I can't wait to take you to Hannah's Haunted Acres.
Oh, I can't do it.
Okay.
I can't. But yeah, so carving pumpkins for me, obviously, but I already know the answer to this one for you, but Thanksgiving or Halloween?
Thanksgiving, I guess.
Well, you did say it was your favorite holiday, so I was
Yeah.
expecting that.
They're so different.
They are so different. I like both of them, and I think mine would be Thanksgiving too, just because like the food.
It's a deeper meaning.
Yes, a deeper meaning.
Superficially,
Yeah.
Halloween.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Because Halloween's fun. Apple pie or apple cider?
Apple cider. I don't like apple pie.
Me neither. I like apple cider too. Look at us. Okay, pumpkin pie or pumpkin spice latte?
Pumpkin pie.
Really?
My great grandma, she's still alive, makes the best homemade pumpkin pie of my whole entire life.
Does she put lavender in it?
No, that wouldn't work on me anyway.
Well, maybe that's like how the line started. She made her husband some pumpkin pie.
Yeah, well, he
Wow.
left her for the piano player at church.
Oh, that's nice.
And then began all of my familial problems.
Right? Okay. Caramel apple or candy corn?
I hate both, but I would choose caramel apple over.
How do you hate a caramel apple?
It's too sweet. It needs something else.
Really?
But candy corn is worse, so I'll pick caramel apple.
Okay. I'd pick caramel apple too. Okay, would you rather have a warm drink or a warm soup?
Have you seen the recent TikTok trend? Good soup.
No.
Oh.
That's not where I came up with this.
Oh. What was it?
Would you rather have like a warm drink like an apple cider or like a nice hot bowl of soup during the fall?
Probably. I don't know. That's hard. Probably a drink.
Really? I'd choose the soup.
Soup's really good.
Oh my goodness. I make a homemade zuppa Tuscana like they do at Olive Garden, and it is to die for.
Well.
I just don't put the kale in it.
You need a veggie.
I'm eating a vegetable. It's not kale. I don't like it. It has a leafy texture.
It's a leaf.
I don't like it.
You know why? It's green, so it has no sugar.
Ugh, disgusting.
Well, all right.
So that was the end of the game. I hope you enjoyed it.
I did.
I had to keep it kind of short since you have to put it on the Instagram stories.
I thought that was a good one.
Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Well, please go vote and then repost that to your Instagram.
Yeah, and when you repost it to your Instagram, make sure you tag us at basicbpod.
Yeah. Because
we want to share your answers on our story too, and we might do a little tally just to see where everybody's at with that.
That would be fun.
Yes. So is there anything else you want to add before I do our misconnection?
So quickly, I did today make an autumn bucket list.
Okay, let's hear it.
So it starts with the basic stuff, like apple orchard, carving pumpkins, maybe making caramel apples, even though I don't love them, going to a bonfire, a haunted house, dress up for Halloween, which I'm very excited for. So I'm going to New York City next month, and I want to take a fall Instagram picture in New York City.
Yeah.
And basically, I just want to take some Instagram pictures for the fall.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's a good goal.
And we need some Instagram pictures.
For the podcast, yeah, we do.
I want to drink 18 PSLs. Do you know what that is?
No. What's a PSL?
Pumpkin spice.
Oh.
Latte.
I'm not basic.
AKA Pissel.
You want to drink 18 pistols?
Yes.
That does not sound appetizing.
Separately,
not all together.
I want to bake a pumpkin pie.
Okay.
Possibly with my great grandma. I want to watch some Martha Stewart.
Okay.
I want to do a crafting project. Possibly like furniture. I don't know. I want to go to a museum.
What kind of museum?
Thinking art.
If you go to the art museum, invite me, because have you heard about their new Van Gogh exhibit at the Indianapolis Art Museum? Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like they have projectors and the art moves.
Yeah, my mom and brother went and they said it was amazing.
We should go.
We should.
We could do a double date.
Yeah, that sounds good.
In our sweaters.
All
right. Then I want to go on a hayride.
Aw.
But that will probably happen. It'll probably be a haunted hayride.
There you go. And that's where you run away from the people, right?
Maybe you could do that.
I don't think so.
Children do that.
Okay, I'm just saying, one of these times, one of these people with the chainsaw is gonna go rogue. Okay, and they're gonna actually hurt somebody.
That's why you just get out first.
Oh my gosh. So what happens when they catch you?
You defend yourself with your Uggs.
I don't understand the point of running. They have to let you win, right?
Win?
Yeah,
This isn't a game.
Okay, so explain to me this haunted hayride.
Oh, you're saying if it's a fake chainsaw.
Yes.
I thought you meant if it was a real chainsaw. Okay.
Well, obviously I'll defend myself if it's a real chainsaw.
But you wouldn't know.
With a pair of Uggs, yeah.
You wouldn't know till your cranium's open.
Yeah.
So
it'd be too late.
If it's a fake chainsaw and it's a normal worker, basically they just run at you and they get really close to your head. And then they just find someone else to harass.
Okay. So if you're really fast, you have a chance of not being harassed at all.
Well, also they'll like circle you.
Okay.
And rev the chainsaw.
See, this does not sound fun to me.
The last haunted house I went to.
I will pee myself.
We need to go to Indy Scream Park because one of them was like a dentist theme. And so they take you into this creepy dentist office and they sit you down and they put a drill in your ear.
Why? You're not making me want to do this anymore.
Well, we'll see about that.
It's not gonna happen.
All right, so then I have corn maze.
Okay.
We can do that.
I can do corn. It's not a haunted corn maze, is it?
No.
You're lying.
Then we have to eat some chili.
I can do that.
I want to organize my closet and have a nice little wardrobe.
Okay.
I want to change my phone background.
Okay. To a fall themed?
Something like that.
Sounds good.
I want to go on a hike.
Okay.
I want to listen to a true crime podcast while on a road trip.
Okay.
I want to thrift some flannels.
Okay. I like that.
I want to do a haunted tour somewhere historical that's local.
You know, the Athenaeum, don't they do a haunted tour where you're locked in there overnight downtown? Where we used to go to church.
Well, we already hunted for ghosts there.
That's true.
At the ripe age of 11 or 9.
We were good ghost hunters.
Yeah. That was a good time.
Mm-hmm.
So, I want to do a haunted tour.
Okay.
Maybe there. Then there's this place in Bloomington, Indiana called the Zoom Flume or the Flume Zoom. Have you heard of that?
No.
It's an abandoned water park.
Okay.
So that sounds like fun.
It sounds scary.
Yeah. And then I want to go see some live jazz.
Okay, I like that goal.
I want to go to the Covered Bridge Festival.
Yes, I want to do that too.
Okay, we can do that together.
Okay.
Maybe Dawn will go to that.
Yes.
And then a goal of mine is to spread out my Christmas shopping so I don't have to spend all my money at Christmas.
That's a good goal because it's expensive.
Yeah. Every year I'm like, holy crap. I'm spending like $1,000.
Yeah. Do you know what you're going to get Adam for Christmas yet?
Yeah. Let me say it right here, right now.
He doesn't listen.
You're probably right. Actually, I have an ongoing list for him, but I don't know that yet. Mm-hmm. And he has a birthday in November.
Oh, no. That sucks.
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like men are so much harder to buy for than women.
Especially honey daddies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because honey daddies can buy whatever they want.
Right. And I think Adam is on the road to becoming a honey daddy.
Really? Brandon, I call him my stevia daddy because he's a little over a sugar daddy, but he's not quite a honey. So he's my stevia daddy.
Maybe he'll hit honey in a few years.
I hope so.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm a little stressed out by gifts. Mm-hmm. I love giving them once I have them picked out. Mm-hmm. But that's the hard part.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited for fall. My grandma is coming up in the first week of October. So I'll get to see her. And then my grandma and grandpa are coming up for Christmas. And then, like I said, my dad's family is coming in. So there's like a lot going on with people in town, but it's all good things.
Are we going to record the podcast?
Absolutely.
All right.
Well, my dad's family, they're only in town over a weekend, and my grandma and grandpa are like asleep early. But I want my grandpa to come on, like we talked about.
Okay.
And
let's see if you think he can manage to like keep the microphone near his mouth.
We can get him a mic stand.
Okay.
No promises.
All right.
But yeah, so I'm excited for family coming into town. And then one thing I'd like to do over the fall is I'd like to get some pictures taken with me and my husband.
Yes.
Some fall pics. So, yeah.
That'd be cute.
I think so.
I can try to do it for free.
There you go. I'll take it.
All right.
We'll take pictures of each other. So.
Okay.
Yep. So that's really, I don't have very many fall goals, but it's also because my life is so busy.
Yeah.
I can't accomplish them.
But you're graduating soon.
Yes.
And then all of your free time will go to the podcast.
Exactly.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Is fall your favorite season?
I don't know because I it's either fall or summer. I love fall. But summer there's just so much more to do. I feel like people are like, "Well, winter's relaxing and cozy." For me, summer's pretty relaxing cuz my in-laws have a pool I can use whenever I want. And in the fall you can't get in the pool. So, yeah, fun fact, we're going to be doing a movie in the pool this week. They got a projector and we're going to watch The Meg. So,
that's a good movie.
Yeah, so that's going to be fun. But yeah, so I enjoy both summer and fall. I would say they're equal because I love summer for, it being warm. I mean, going to the state fair, going to the amusement park, that kind of stuff. But I also love the fall because, when Halloween, Thanksgiving, pumpkin patches, apple orchards, all of that. So
undecided.
It's a toss up between them. It's like I'm ready for the fall now. Like, because, the summer's like, it's been a good summer. It's been 3 months. I'm ready for something a little different. So.
All right.
Not really ready for the holidays.
No.
But
never.
Yeah. So yeah, what about you? Is fall your favorite season?
Yeah.
Really?
Well,
you're so basic.
It's my birthday.
That is true.
Which is the best.
Yes.
I'm the star.
Yes, you are.
Well,
we'll have to do something special for your birthday.
Yeah, we still have to celebrate your birthday.
Maybe we could do that next week.
This week?
Wednesday? Wednesday works.
Perfect.
Okay. We'll post pictures of it on the podcast.
Please follow us. Please.
We need it.
Okay. Misconnection?
Oh, yeah. So this one's kind of long, but I thought it was, guys, this week it's really sweet and I really liked it. And it's at a place I know.
Oh.
Tall, beautiful woman at China Buffet on Arlington.
That was you.
No, I don't go to the China Buffet. There is a Chinese Mexican combination restaurant in Greenwood, Indiana.
Well, I did not know that, but at the Garage Food Hall, there is a Korean Mexican
That
restaurant.
Is so weird to me.
It kind of works.
I feel like I don't want to try it.
Well, you don't like kale, so.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Tall, beautiful woman at China Buffet on Arlington. Lunch yesterday, Wednesday, August 11th, 2021, in China Buffet at Arlington and 11th Street. I noticed you, tall, beautiful, classy woman dressed casually, across the food counter from me, and I was taken in by your stunning beauty. I wanted you to know that I noticed you, so I quickly said hi. You replied, hi. I told you how nice you look. You walked the long way around the buffet counter and down the counter beside me. I just gazed in awe at you and said, has anyone told you how nice you look this morning? You replied, no. I replied, you really do look nice today.
She sounds really interested.
I know. I'd love to have spoke more, but I didn't know if you were having lunch with your husband/boyfriend, and I didn't want to put you on the spot or cause any problems. My heart was racing, and I didn't want to seem rude or unfavorable in your eyes. I could have told you more. Like, I haven't seen anyone like you. That took my breath away just by glancing at you for only a second. You seemed so at ease and to welcome my compliment without taking any kind of offense. I like to say how I feel at times like this, so I complimented you without trying to be like some kind of jerk that's hitting on a woman. You really humbled me. I felt like I should have said more, asked if you're single or question mark. I didn't, because it's really none of my business, but you seemed to mind me. I'm sorry. I didn't linger there just a little while longer, say it just a little more. I'd love to bump into you again and let you know I'm just so happy to have seen you, said hi. I do hope I see you again one day so we might be able to just actually talk again. For now, I'll just tell myself that it was just a dream. Just a dream. Does this give you some like stalker you vibes? Because it did me. But it was kind of sweet still.
Yeah, it makes me feel sorry for that person.
I know.
Like, they are really needing some human connection.
I know, because it was just hi, and you look nice today, and thanks. Like,
and all she did not want to talk to him.
No. I know it was a little cringy.
Was
but
she
at least
Chinese?
It wasn't perverted. He did not list.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, so
that's sweet. I hope he finds someone.
I hope so too. You never know. But that's our misconnection for the week. I went with something not so perverted.
I think
but it was still sad.
Was time. We needed a time.
We needed a break.
Yeah.
To know that there are still some sweet creepies out there.
Yeah.
Not just perverted creepies.
I'm a sweet creepy.
Yes, you are.
This attractive man, this is a little story. I'll make it quick.
You're fine.
This attractive customer who comes in to my coffee shop like a lot. This other girl and I just mentioned, oh, he's so cute. He's just really cute.
Mm-hmm.
And not that I would ever, I don't care. I'm just like, wow, he's just really cute.
Uh-huh.
Well, he left his fanny pack. Do you know where this is going?
No.
Okay.
I just think it's funny that he left his fanny pack.
So he left his fanny pack, and keep that in mind there. And I didn't know it was his. So I was like, who left their fanny pack? So I opened it and I looked at the license to find out who it was.
Mm-hmm.
And so then I knew his name. And then I looked up his Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gay.
Okay.
So that was sad. Just especially for my coworker. She's single.
Oh.
So I told her. She was disappointed.
Yeah.
But, that's okay. And then I found his TikTok. He has 130,000 followers on TikTok.
Oh, wow.
But I thought his TikToks were kind of cringy.
Oh.
But then he was talking about how he made out with this girl one time. So.
Maybe he's bi.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I think he has a boyfriend, but I think, does that make me a sweet creepy or just a creep?
I think that makes you a sweet creepy because you were just looking out for your friend.
Yeah.
And you were just curious about this really hot guy.
Right.
And you were disappointed that he was gay for your friend.
Right.
Sweet creepy. Perverted creepy would be like looking at his OnlyFans.
No, I don't think he has one. And I didn't follow him. I didn't message him.
Yeah.
I think he got his fanny pack back.
Well, that's good.
But do straight men wear fanny packs?
Well, considering your boyfriend wore a fanny pack to the Cedar Point trip, I would hope so.
Oh, yeah.
That or he has a secret.
I really hope not. I'm not open to a third.
No. But anyway, yeah, straight men can wear, I think straight men can pull off a fanny pack if they want to.
My dad wears a fanny pack.
Does he? Well, MRSAs are a thing, so fanny packs can be for men too.
MRSA?
MRSAs, like a man purse. MRS.
Oh. Thought you meant like the skin infection.
No, I did not mean a skin infection.
Okay, we need to
wrap it up.
Yeah, we're going to miss you, bees.
Mm-hmm. And we will see you next week. Don't forget to play along on our this or that page. We'll post it sometime on
In the next
Monday.
week.
Yeah. So just we both work Mondays, so sometimes we're not able to get to it till later in the day, but it will be posted and we want you to play along.
Please
Play along.
Please.
All right, bees. Well, we'll say goodbye now.
Love you.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Basic Bee Podcast. Make sure to follow the Basic Bees on Instagram at basicbpod or watch the video podcast on YouTube. And always remember, live, laugh, love.